Hello everybody, welcome back to BTD6. Today we're going to be covering something goofy, maybe a little wacky. Some may even say silly. A new infinite money bug was discovered in BTD6, and, well, it involves these. And oh boy, a lot of them. So we're going to be farming our little hearts out. This is the boss challenge. This is not a boss event because I want to try something stupid for the boss challenge because I think it'll be funny. But let's just say that I've already beaten Elite Lich on this map for prosperity's sake, simply because achievement, really, for small bosses, even though I never use it. It's for the achievement, okay? So I was made aware of this bug by Ethan Reed, another BTD6 YouTuber, because his video popped up in my recommended about the new Infinite Money bug, and I'm just like, huh, well, how does this work? And I watched the video, and well, now I know how it works. Now as we're farming here, going up to tier 1, I do want to mention that I did release a video on the Bloonarius this week. He's ridiculously fast, and I believe I also uncovered either a quirk or a bug, and I'm pretty sure multiple people have noticed it, but I noticed it, and so, you know, I uncovered it for myself. I probably wasn't the one who actually discovered it, but if you do want to watch that video, I'll link it in an iCard. But I also want to mention that do not do this in an actual, you know, anything that is for either ranked or otherwise. Do it simply for fun, either in the boss challenge or just in a game, a normal ass game that you've already have a medal for, because abusing it to gain mad medals is not cool in my opinion. But I'm going to be abusing it today in the boss challenge because, well, I've beaten Elite Lich on this map, and I just want to show off this goofy little idea that I have. So tier 1 is here. He's doing his thing. He's not really going to be too bad. But you see, I just want to show off how tier 1 Lich is dealt with nowadays. And this is literally it. Because, for those of you who don't know, Lich kind of does have an aura where he can actually suck up buffs. So, you know, this little ability that this man has is just going to step on Lich, especially if you just place him right out of range. But we will get to the bug in just a little bit, because we're actually going to abuse the bug to make a lot of money, because I simply can. So tier 1 went down very fast, very fast. This is very, very delicious setup for bosses. I'm going to sell all of this. I'm going to keep my money here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a snowstorm. If you didn't know already, in BTD6 you can actually stack the portable lakes. It really has no good use aside from looking incredibly goofy and actually doing something I like to call raising up the height of the actual, you know, lake. And that's another something that many people might not know, is that BTD6 does have height, and that's the reason why sometimes there's blockers, and because, you know, the game's gonna have height because it's 3D, even though, you know, it's not really seen. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place exactly 25 of these pools here. We're at 5 right now. And the reason why I'm going to place 25 is because that's where the game starts to break a little bit. So let's say in a hypothetical scenario, I have nowhere else to place my towers. That the entire map is filled up, and I don't know where else to place stuff. Well, I can always just place stuff on top of this egregiously long stack of pools. Well, let's just put a dart monkey here. Let's put a druid up here, you know? Let's put a nice druid. He is technically on top of the track because that's just how the game works, but it's not really going to affect him actually popping balloons at all. Now, let's just say that I wanted to place another druid there. Well, because of the way I actually, you know, positioned the druid, I can't really place another druid there. Right? right? Oh, I just placed another one there. There's now two druids here. And this is when the game starts to break, because I can even place banana farms here. I can place whatever I want up here. Water tower, land tower, doesn't matter. Because collision at this point in the game breaks. You could just place whatever tile you want on top of it. I do want to say, do not do this unless you want to risk your account getting flagged. I don't know exactly how the account flagging works, but I'm doing this for your sake to show it off. If I do get flagged, oh fucking well, it doesn't really affect the way I play anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply just upgrade this guy to Jungle's Bounty. I do want to give him a little bit of camo detection, so let's just do that right here quick. And this Jungle's Bounty, right, because we can stack in an infinite amount of towers here, this Jungle's Bounty is going to grow out of control very fast, especially when I could just put a banana farm there. That's what I'm going to do if I can actually select him. I would like to upgrade him with this, because this guy, I do want to eventually turn him into Spirit of the Forest, if I can. If not, oh well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to abuse this to my heart's content and get an absolutely egregious amount of money. So just with 3 Jungle's Bounties, I just want to mention the amount of money we're making, because I've placed a pretty decent amount of farms here. We're making 1.6k every Druid ability, and this is just going to grow, especially since I'm just going to put even more banana farms here. It's just going to be exponential growth, really. So here we go with tier 2, and I just want to mention the absolute unholy amalgamation of towers that are on there. I'm only making like 3k-ish per ability, but the amount of druids here is actually a staggering amount of damage. It's pretty decent, you know, it's enough to defend, but just look at the amount of money we're making. We're not even past tier 2, and we've already got over 100k. Ninja Kiwi, please. So the game is beginning to chug a little bit. It's beginning to not like me very much. And I just want to, I have all my abilities, right? All my abilities are ready. I've invested most of the money that I obtained into banana farms. I just want to see how much money I'll make after this series of abilities here. Let's find out. Oh my dear lord, $500,000. Yes. Yes. Now, I want to be clear. I will not be using this for boss events because it's cheap. And, you know, it's not very, it's not in the spirit of the game, plus it's really expensive to buy 25 pools. I just want to mention that this is a bug that's currently in the game. If you do want to use it to, you know, sort of have a little bit of fun, be my guest, just remember not to do this, not to use this bug to obtain anything you haven't obtained yet. Only, and I mean only, use it to obtain stuff that you've already gotten. So say like you've gotten, I don't know, an impoppable medal on In Loop, right? And you want to use this bug just to have a little bit of fun. Only use it on that impoppable game mode on In the Loop. Do not use this for race events, for boss events, for anything like that. It's not in the spirit of the game, dude. So tier 3 is here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna max out the slider real quick. Do not pay attention to the amount of money that I just spent on this Paragon to get a degree 61. Tier 3 is not gonna exist anymore. He's just not. The Ace Paragon is going to deal with him on his own. And the Ace Paragon is also going to deal with Tier 4 on his own. So, with this being said, I'll meet at Tier 5. So, what is my idea? I've gone through this entire thing just to do this. Well, what I'm going to do is, first thing, I'm going to sell everything aside from the things that actually make the bug possible. And, well, you'll see what I'm going to do. So, with this setup, you might not know what I'm doing here. But I have placed an egregious amount of Super Monkeys in this area, and I just want to see if they'll be able to deal not enough damage to take Elite Lich down, but enough to scare, enough to put a dent in his HP. I'm fully willing to build as many Paragons as I need. I have the money, obviously. But I just want to see how much damage will this do. That is doing absolutely nothing. Fun. This is not working. I have to build Paragons. God damn it. I was hoping it would have worked. I don't have the computer for this. So what I'm going to do, right, is as this is going, I'm just going to select this bottom one. I just want to see if the game will actually snap under the pressure of this. Oh boy. Oh boy, that just healed him an egregious amount. But we have frame rate again. It's fascinating. So we took him down at the expense of my frames. This just goes to show you that there is a bug in the game, and I want to reiterate, do not use this for stuff that you do not have. Only use this bug to have fun with attaining stuff like medals, boss events, and stuff like that that you have already beaten legitimately. I do not endorse nor condone anybody who does to abuse this bug to obtain anything legitimately. If you do, you are legitimate scum. Anyway, that is all for today's video. Just a little fun thing, and I'll see you in the next one.